Whatever this is, since this is the very first vlog that I'm posting, I think it's only proper that I get to introduce myself. My name is Jamie. I come from the Philippines, Millennial, and I like writing, I like blogging, but this time I'm trying out vlogging and see where this thing would go. So if you do have time, please check out my blog.
Maraming topics, iba-iba. Very random. I just started 3 years ago. But I hope that it would help some people.
And I say it's not in plural form, but it's in singular form. It's thinking millennial, not thinking millennials, because I wanted to point out that I am not a representation of my whole generation. Meaning, what I say here is not necessarily what my generation thinks, because we think differently, right? We have different wants, we have different likes, we have different belief system, different worldviews. But one of my favorite authors, he says it really good. He says that you can love without agreeing with someone, and you can disagree without hating them. So I think it's really important just to have that kind of attitude when it comes to putting up whatever content. So pwede na we can have different views, but we don't have to necessarily hate each other, right? So moving on.
Some of my friends actually encouraged me to do vlogging, and it's been a few months already of delaying, but this is it. So while I was meditating, if it's worth it, it's worth it posting a video content or whatever online.
The more I got to think about it, the more I was weighing options, yung ano yung pros and ano yung cons. So 3 things why I don't like vlogging, but still I ended up doing it. So number 1 is, may mga ganun pa. Okay. Number 1, I think that the market is really saturated. Sometimes we think na, wag na lang, because there are many people who are already doing it. Meaning, if I want to know anything about under the sun, one click of my Google search, then you have this guru or teacher online, masterclass online. So I've always thought, why bother? I might be adding to the noise lang. So yun, that's number 1. Number 2, words are weapons and they can be used for ill. It means that we can say things that we don't necessarily mean, and instead of building up the person, we end up hurting them. Then may mga words that we say that in a few years time, when we've grown in maturity, we think, bakit ko sinabi yun? Social media has this way of letting us remember the things we've posted before, right? Looking back, the things that I've posted 9, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, much of it I'm not really proud of. Words, whatever we say, whether digital, online, verbal, in person, it can be used for ill. So number 3 is there is a danger of self-promotion. So this is really real. I think not just with vloggers, with bloggers, but all of us, we have this intense desire to be liked and to be heard. Think of it as we're all in one big room, like a million of us. And we have this intense desire to be heard. My opinion must be heard. My advice should be deemed as absolute facts. Ganon. It's a very dangerous place. We can glorify ourselves in a very subtle way. Like we can post online, but the heavier question is, what is our motivation? What is our intention with posting that? Pero Jamie, bakit ka nag-vlog ngayon? Ba't ka nag-effort na mag-vlog? Pwede namang magsulat ka na lang, ganon. Well, for one, it's somehow related still with the reasons why I don't like it. So number 1, it is true that the market is saturated, but I believe it should not stop us from speaking. There is a way to speak and not add to the noise. Let's say, for example, these books. Let's say a book is a voice of a person, right? When you read the book, it's like you're hearing a voice of a person. If you're gonna read through these books, that's like having 50 voices in your head. But why is there a need for us to study? Why is there a need for us to read and to learn a lot? Here's the thing, there is a way to speak and not add to the noise. Like, instead of these books adding confusion in my life, they added clarity. Yeah, I believe that is true for vlogging and doing content, whatever it is, whether for work, for personal hobby. There is a way to speak and not add to the confusion, but rather contribute to the clarity. Number 2, it is true that words are weapons and they can be used for ill. But at the same time, words can kill and words can give life. Now, what gives us life? Diba? Usually when we're complimented or when we're encourage, that alone gives us a boost, right? So we should not deprive people of encouragement, of exhortation when they really need it. So Jamie, words kill, words give life. Does that mean human counsel? Well, for one, it is good to ask for advice. It is good to ask for counsel. But ultimately, our words, our advices will pass away, but the word of God will remain. So ultimately, where we stand on is truth. It's really the word of God. Where the word of God gives life. It's a process of asking, both of us asking, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. This is what the culture dictates. But then we ask together, what does the word of God say? Bakit ganito? Is it even necessary for me? How does this apply in my daily living? Number 3, while it is true that there is a danger of self-promotion, there is also an opportunity to glorify God. Isn't it true that when we have a really, really good experience with a restaurant, hotel, or any brand that you bought, it's natural for us to recommend it to people. It's natural for us to speak about it, to share to people, hey, this is what I've experienced. I think you should try it out. It's natural for us to speak of something that we've personally experienced. And that's also very true with our faith, with the Word of God. And John Piper puts it well that God is most glorified when we are most satisfied in Him. When we are truly satisfied, it's a human instinct to share the experience with people. I believe that the Lord invites us to experience Him in that light, in that way. It's not something that it's hard selling faith, but truly it's an experience with a loving Father who knows what's best for us. So I hope that if you're on this journey with me, whether you are a millennial or not, younger or older, but you're in this quest of looking at lenses with a biblical perspective in the world and to the world, I hope that you would journey with me. And so if you find this helpful, you can check out my vlog, or you can hit the like and subscribe. Yan. I hope you're in this journey too, and if you are, see you around.